The other part of this story, which briefly you told me, was that here's an asymptomatic woman who came in for a miscarriage. They test positive for COVID, and they wanted to give her monoclonal antibody therapy. Didn't you tell me that?
Yes, they did. She asked me about that.
Why? Well, we know why. Wallet in pocket.
And you said, why would they want to do that? I said, I guess because she's a higher risk being pregnant. And you said,
yeah, she's not sick.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not sure that monoclonal antibodies are working that well against Omicron or Omicron variants anyway. And they got to be immensely expensive. And why would you give it to somebody who's not sick? Because she's pregnant, although she's not really pregnant anymore, is she?
They hadn't confirmed that yet.
Oh,
They hadn't confirmed it yet. So my counseling to her was, let's wait and see what's going on with the pregnancy before we make any decisions about COVID treatment.
But even so, you don't treat people with something as powerful or as invasive as monoclonal antibodies in a young, healthy person just because they're pregnant. Their marketing department is running their emergency room. That's what I think has happened. But that's my cynical side. And, I have 4 cynical sides. All sides of me are cynical. The tender part, we really didn't talk about that. From my experience, and again, I'm just me, but when somebody finds out they're pregnant, they're drawing their whole life out in front of them. What school we're going to send them to, what bicycle we're going to buy them. And this is like before they even see a heartbeat, you just automatically, you're thinking these things. So it's a loss.
There was a recent intake that I was doing and I was with my student. And so I think I was in like this teaching mode and not really in the same mode that I am when I'm really sitting with somebody. And so I was going through her past history and she had an abortion. And I was like, oh yeah, I noticed that you had this abortion. And I didn't stop to ask. And so I made a note because she started sharing her story and it was very emotional for her. I can't believe I missed that beat. Because if someone has a miscarriage or an abortion, when you're talking about it with them, don't forget to ask them if there's anything lingering for them emotionally or spiritually, because for many women, it's big. And so I made that mistake. I caught myself and I've really been more and more aware to like not step over that question.